This video is designed to give you an idea of how to find the volume of prisms, that is 3D shapes where you have two identical faces that are parallel to each other. So obviously a box is a rectangular prism, and I've drawn a picture of a box here for you. The idea for any of these prisms is that if you can slice it so every slice is the same, and that's the value of a prism, if you can slice it so every slice is the same, and you can find the volume of one slice and how many slices you have, then you'll know that the volume total is the volume of one slice times the number of those sized slices you have. Because if you have, say, in this example, if you sliced it this way, you would have 5 slices, each of which would be a 3 by 4 layer, 1 unit thick. That means each slice in this case would be 12 units cubed, and you would have 5 of those slices, thus giving you 60 units cubed. So this is really easy with a box, and many of you will remember the length times width times height idea. But the basic premise that I want to give you is that what you're doing when you do length times width, in this case you'd be doing width times height first, and that tells you the number 12, and in this case that number 12 says 12 cubes in one slice. So if you have 12 cubes in a slice, and you know that each slice is identical and there are 5 of those slices, then you simply need 5 times 12 or 60 cubes. So you could also slice this one, in this case, have 3 slices of 20 cubes, which of course gives you 60 units squared as well, or 4 slices of, and you should be able to figure out what those slices look like. Bingo, 15 cubes, 3 by 5. Okay? So the idea is, any way you slice a rectangular box, all the slices are going to be the same. So the next slide is going to give you a prism that you have to think about how to slice it, and then the one following as well. So in this slide we have a triangular prism, and that means you have 2 triangular faces that are parallel and identical to each other, and every surface in between is a rectangle that connects those 2 triangles. Now I haven't stood it on those triangles, but normally those are considered the bases when you're talking about the formulas. In any case, the way you want to think about this is you want to slice it. Now how many slices are there going to be? Well, this is what you need to look at. You need to realize that if you slice it like this, and of course I can't slice it thin enough to do it, but there's going to be 10 slices because it's 10 slices deep. It's 10 feet deep. 10 slices, each of which is a triangular prism that's 1 unit thick. Each of 1/2 times 3 times 8 times 1, so times 1 unit thick. In other words, it's got 1/2 times 3 times 8, which is half of 24, or 12 cubes in a slice. And of course there's 10 slices, so 10 slices of 12 cubes each is 120 cubes, or in this case 120 feet cubed. So there is no other way to slice this so that all the slices are the same. So that's the crucial element, because if you'd said 10 slices, each of which is different, you couldn't just multiply the volume of one slice by 10 because each volume would be different. So let's take a look at a third one, that being a cylinder. Imagine how we'll have to slice it as well. And here is that third shape, and of course it's a cylinder. And in this case, you should be seeing that you're going to have 9 slices of, let's say, something that looks like a hockey puck. So we'll call it 9 slices of hockey pucks. And what you need to do is figure out how many cubes are in one hockey puck. And of course, each hockey puck is a circle of 1 unit thick, a slice 1 unit thick. So in other words, you're slicing it like this. And you're going to get 9 slices altogether. Once again, I can't really slice this one that thin without just mashing all the lines together, but you get the idea. So one hockey puck is going to have the number of cubes in it that is the area of that circle. You could think of each cube as sitting on that circle or being in a slice 1 unit thick of the circle. I like to think of it as how many cube butts are sitting on that area. So the area of the circle, the area of that circle is pi r squared, and that number is going to tell us how many cubes can sit on that circle, and therefore that's going to tell us how many cubes would be in a circle that is 1 unit thick, okay, or 1 layer thick. So you're going to have pi times 7 squared, or 49 pi, cubes in one slice, okay? Cubes in a hockey puck, in each hockey puck, okay? So what you've got is 49 pi times 9, which is 441 pi centimeters cubed, and if you multiply that by pi, you're going to get 1,385 centimeters cubed as your volume. So remember, the goal is to figure out how you can slice it so they're all the same. So you're going to get 9 identical hockey pucks stacked on top of each other, or pancakes, or however you'd like to think about it. And each one of those is going to hold a certain number of cubes. If we can figure that out, and we did by finding that there's 49 pi, of course you can multiply 49 times pi and get your rough answer of somewhere around 154 cubes in a slice, and then you'd have 9 slices. I hope this has helped.